Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sonic Daddy Give Me video here on my channel, you guys. The first two videos were kind of like a little intro, you guys, or a little sneak peek of a little bit of the beginning that you have to do and stuff like that of this new creative survival world that I did. So yeah, this one I'm gonna be talking to you guys a little bit that's been going on here in the survival Tycoon city. So anyways, you guys, made some progress. As you could see, when I first played, that wasn't there. This gate was actually, this thing was blocked off because it didn't have all the donations. And there was chests on this side. Now there's no chests. So this tree farm is gonna unlock soon, but 2 more buildings need to be upgraded. Which would be, apparently it's saying, mine needs to be level 2. Which is that building over there, so I'll have to donate material over there to make that level 2. And also the food court needs to be level 2. That will unlock this, the tree farm. So basically if you upgrade the mining area, that'll unlock the next thing that we can mine besides just cobblestone. I know everyone's getting tired of the cobblestone, but that's all there is to mine. That's all there is to mine, is just the cobblestone. So everyone's mining the cobblestone, not just me. So believe me, I get tired of the cobblestone too. I'm like, when am I gonna get coal? When am I gonna get iron? You believe me, I know too. But with your guys' donations of cobblestone and birch logs, we'll be able to get this mine upgraded to level 2. Everything requires cobblestone and birch logs right now, because that's already 2 materials that are available. Cobblestone is in the mine. Extra requirements for the mine? Yeah, there's just 1. Pretty simple. Own a house, home plot, house. Level 1 house required. So that would be over here. All these tall buildings. Just crazy. Pretty ridiculous. Besides the one in front of me, which I know that one's ninja killers. Anyways, you guys, this is the level 1 house area. There's still 4 plots available, which are in between. You know, this is Ninja. That's Gamer Dragon. Amy Michelle Gaming has over here. Sonic, which is me over here. So there's in between plots right here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more plots that people could build houses on, and that's pretty much it until someone gets the house level 2 unlocked, and then we'll be able to move over. So basically, how this is gonna work: when we get the new house plots, you're gonna have to move all your stuff. Yes, I know, you're gonna have to take down your stuff. Because it's just right to make this freed up for other people, right? Amy Michelle? But yeah, you're gonna have to take down your houses, or whatever you have, and move over to the next plot. Which is gonna be bigger. So these are 5 by 5, so the next ones are gonna be 10 by 10. So each time this levels up, it's gonna go up by 5. Until we decide in the meeting room, or I do a meeting room with everyone and be like, well, the biggest plot side could be like 40 by 40, or you know, whatever. So that way, you know, we have room for other stuff besides the housing area and stuff like that. But as of right now, everyone's kind of like close by the meeting room right here, which is kind of will restore any of the stuff that you buy with the birch logs and the cobblestone in the meeting room. Besides, if you put the stuff in the donation chest right here, that's where it stays. I usually try to take it out right away so that way you could be like, oh, well, who's donated the most? So if you donate to the chest area, then you'll pop up right here on the board right here. Top donations to building chests. Building chests are these right here. Basically, I'm basically saying like the requirement chests right here. So if, like, say if you put a stack of birch log in one of these chests, or in a stack of cobblestone in the other chest, so that would be 2 stacks, which, if you guys don't know, 1 stack equals 64 pieces of material. So if you donate a stack of cobblestone, which equals 64, then it'll pop up on here that you donated 1 stack to the requirements. So yeah, and then you'll be on whatever place pops up right here. So far it's just me and the community storage. The community storage is not a player, just so you know. It's not a player. That's the stuff that you buy at the shop. Like, say if you buy even the dye. I know I wasn't going to use the dye as the material and change it to the material, but I just figured so that way it could get used as material. I just change it into the block. I just put in whichever chest. Like the red dye, I know you guys noticed me taking the red dye and converting it into either birch logs or cobblestone. It's because we want to use everything that you guys purchase, so it's not like, oh, you're working out there for stuff like birch logs and cobblestone and I'm not using it to help with the upgrades. No, everything that you buy at the stores goes into the meeting room storage area, where we have meetings. Plus, like, you know, sometimes they'll have meetings to discuss, like, say if there's like a bunch of cobblestone or whatever. Sometimes I'll take it in my own hands to just be like, well, if this building's almost, you know, if this area's almost upgraded, I'll just put the rest of it in there. But I had like 1 meeting today, and that's because there was like 3 people. It was Amy, Michelle, Ninja, and me. And we had a little meeting, like, oh, we had a lot of birch or cobblestone. Where do you guys want to put it? So we had this meeting, and we were like, oh, let's upgrade the tree farm so we can unlock the second section and see what's the requirements for that is, since it was built, just wasn't unlocked. So that's what we did. And so this sign is upgraded right here. Tree farm area locked. You know why it's locked? Because it has 2 requirements on it. From the mining needs to be level 2, and then the food court needs to be level 2. And then that area will unlock and show you the new tree. Can't show you the new tree if you don't get the mine upgraded and the food court to level 2. The food court to level 2, and the mining area to level 2, which are these 2 right here. Basically, I was kind of trying to show you a little bit how you first start. That's why I was in survival, not really talking, trying to let you guys observe what I was doing when I first started the world, a little playthrough. But this one I'm going to kind of explain more, like how you first start and where you're supposed to go and stuff like that in the beginning. That way new players kind of get the whole idea of where they need to begin at after they read all the rules and stuff and get back basically past the security doors, which is obviously those iron doors, and I'll lock them for you. Basically the whole point is to mine trees and, well, this is birch logs and cobblestone for now. But when as everything starts upgrading, there'll be requirements, like say for this one, the new tree area will be like, oh, well, you need level 2 house in area just to get to be able to mine the new trees, or we need like the level 2 boss area over there, boss mob area over there, or whichever building we needed. That's what we probably need to unlock new stuff. This one's probably going to be simple. Just food court and mining area, and that will unlock the new trees. And then that'll put the new material on whichever ones that's not level 1, because obviously all the level 1 areas have cobblestone and birch right now, so this one have the different material right here. But I'm pretty sure after that it'll probably be, if we have not did the mob area, that's probably going to be the requirement for like the mine and stuff. Mob boss area, that's probably going to be the requirement for some of the buildings after. Depends which one I want to put them on, but more on that when the world starts developing more. It hasn't really developed that much yet. As you could see, there's still like cobweb and broken windows. Well, broken windows with cobwebs on them. So it's gonna take a while for all these buildings to recover and turn into cobblestone, like that one first building right there. Because this is the next step right here. It's gonna go from the broken stuff to the cobblestone buildings right here. So each building's gonna have the, I mean, this one, it's probably just gonna be like the repaired stairs, and then it's gonna build right on top of it the cobblestone mine area. It's gonna stack like that, so it's gonna be pretty cool. That's just my ideas that are gonna come up, you know, pop-ups as the buildings. But these ones, they're probably going to have to shut down, so that way I can upgrade it to the new block real quick and put some more menu items on there. Basically like that. Right, Amy Michelle? It's just going to be closed temporarily until like I could upgrade it and stuff. And I'll reopen it and stuff. And then you guys can see if there's any extra requirements that you need before I put the materials on them. If there isn't, then it's probably just going to be open. But more on that later, you guys. So, for beginners. Yeah, let's talk about that. For beginners, when you guys first spawn, most of the time, sometimes people spawn outside of it, but I think at the spawn point it's kind of set for this building. If you guys don't spawn inside the building, I'll break the wall so that way you can go into the rule area. So basically, if you guys go, if I open this for you, you guys need to go in there and I'll shut the door. I will give you permissions because I noticed that every time I don't, I can't really, you guys can't really get the storybook. Unless, like, I come in here real quick and get you the storybook. But the whole idea for this one is punch this out of one of the frames. Don't take the frame, just punch the book out of the frame. Or you can read this right here. But anyways, as you guys are reading and doing all that, blah blah blah, rules, and if you're ready, you can say it in chat, or you can just tell me if you're ready. I'll just tell you in chat if you're ready to play, if you're good. I won't tell you your age or anything, but you know, like, it's just 21 plus or mature players. So if you're mature enough to read everything on that board and follow, you know, like, you know, the basic gist of pretty much every world, is just not to be, you know, someone that steals anyone's stuff or messes up the world. So kind of the basic stuff that you need to know, you know. And basically, there's an extra rule: don't break the wall, please. Don't break the wall right here. This is supposed to be the path that you guys take, with the lighting. Kind of keeps the mobs from like, from you getting the stuff from the mobs, yes, but you still get the experience. Sometimes there's slimes that just randomly spawn right there, but anyways, besides that, just don't break the wall right here. Like, don't break this. Me and Amy Michelle Gaming worked hard on this wall, kind of laid it out, and then Amy Michelle kind of put the lanterns on the top and stuff like that. And then I kind of digged into the ground and put the brick. So just don't break any of the path, you guys, please. Besides that, if you good, I'm good. That's just how it goes. So, anyways, that's just 3 rules. The rest is just like wording. It might be like a lot when you first come in, but if you guys need help with it, I could just explain it. But basically, after you get bypass the rule and everything area, I'll let you out. Instead of explaining this all the time, I'm just gonna do a video on it, so that way you guys kind of get a little idea of what you're supposed to do when you first come out of the rural area. And when you first come out, basically like in Minecraft, you're supposed to punch a tree, right? Everyone knows that just punch a tree, right? If you don't know where the trees are at, if you come out of the spot, because I know this ain't like Minecraft survivals, you know, like trees everywhere. When you first come out of the spawn, you want to make a right. So, like, you know, like if you're looking this way, you want to make a right or a left. I mean, whichever way you want to do. But the easiest path is to make a right here, okay? And then you make another right, and then that takes you straight to the first tree area over there, right over there where you could get birch, okay? So, I did put saplings in here. If it's just like you in here, then I'll just like if you put down the trees in the spots that they're supposed to be at, like right here, I will bow mill them up so that way you can keep getting wood, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. So that way you can get like a wood axe and stuff like that. Crafting tables right here, saplings are right here. Don't take the crafting table or the chest, please. I know no one hasn't did that, but just a reminder, don't take the chest or anything that's in the tree area, because that's for everyone that does play. They could chop down some trees, you know. So the first thing you want to do is chop down trees, alright? Now there's two approaches that you could do to this. You could chop down trees for a long time, or you could just do it pretty simple if you guys know where to go at. Which I'm going to explain to you the easiest way to get everything faster. Okay. We sell bones here. I know, not skeleton bones, you know, from the game. So what you want to do is get those bones as soon as you can, so that way you can get more birch faster. That's what you want to do, because if you don't get that fast enough, you're going to be there just with me bone milling up the trees the whole time. You want to be more independent as fast as you can, because you want to get your plot to get the mining area unlocked. And if you can't get the mining area unlocked, you ain't going to get no stone. Cobblestone. So what you want to do when you mine a couple logs, keep them logs. You could turn some of them into planks if you want, you know, so you could get some weapons. Obviously it's survival, so you need some weapons anyways. Just don't go on the mine right away, because you know it has an extra requirement. You need a level 1 plot. And I'll remind this to anyone that does go in there in the beginning. You need the level 1 home before you could do the cobblestone. So that way, the only reason why I did that, so that way you have space to put your cobblestone, your trees down, because you need the space. You're basically homeless in here without the stuff. So after you get a couple birch logs, okay, say if you have a couple birch logs, you want to go straight down this way, okay, all the way straight. I already told you how to get to the tree farm, but if you guys forget, you guys could always rewind the video and see where I told you to go. So you want to go straight from the tree farm. I wouldn't focus on the bed right away, because I might give you a temporary bed that you could borrow if you need it, but you shouldn't need it if you're gonna get it right away anyways too. So you want to go straight down. You don't want to turn that way, that's a dead end. You want to turn this way, and it's not gonna be the enchantment shop. That's not the left. It's not the first left one. It's the second left one. So you want to go straight down this way. And this is the shop that you want to get the potion and mob drop shop. This is the place you want to go next to get the bone mill. How do you make the bone mill, you say? If you could do this in your bar, but I'm probably going to show you real quick how to make it as soon as you have the bones. So so right here you need 16 birch logs to get 32 bones. Not a bad price if you're just sitting there where you already got 16 birch logs like that. Fast. Okay. So you want to change 16 birch logs for 32 bones. So you give me the 16 birch logs, I will give you the bones. And by the way, you can't buy anything at the shop without the admins being here, which is either me or any Michelle Gaming. You guys can look at the things, but just don't get into the chest, please. That's kind of like, that's why there's like a counter here. You know, like if you go out of a restaurant, they like have the back where the people cook and stuff. Think of it like that, or like a store. You don't want to go in the back right here, because that's for what the owner works at. So you want to wait for me or just tell us what shop you're at, and we'll come real fast, even if we have to go in survival and go over there. We'll do that. I literally go in survival. Sometimes I'll want to work on my place and be in survival and helping you guys. I'll literally be running around going back and forth between the meeting room and the shops just to help out whoever needs something if I'm in survival. If I'm in creative, it'll be faster, but you know, whatever works. I always try to let you guys, sometimes I'll let you guys chat in the chat, or if you guys are in the party, which is obviously I was in the party with Mitchell, so I was asking him what he needed. But whichever works for you. If you want to type in chat and be like, oh, I'm at the potion mob drop area, can I get some bones? Like, okay, I'll be right there, and then I'll come over there and you give me the 16 birch logs and I'll give you the bones. Or there's invisibility potion here if you need it, just in case you don't want to be seen by the mobs. But this is the level 1 shop, so it will upgrade later and there'll be more stuff here, basically. Like a Tycoon works, there'll be more stuff available as the building upgrades. If the building doesn't upgrade, there ain't gonna be no new stuff. Plain and simple. There ain't gonna be no new stuff until these buildings upgrade. So they're gonna stay like this until they're not upgraded. But anyways, you want to turn those 16 birch logs to 32 bones. Okay. So what you want to do with those bones, which I'll have to switch it. Survival real quick to show you. Be careful those. Okay, so I have 32 bones in my inventory. I'm just going to show you a quick way. So you want to go back, since you're not going to have a place, you want to go back to the tree farm area. Which is, you know, back the same way, just opposite. Which is down here, you know, you take the path, you know, go back to the tree farm area. Which is like a backwards L, basically going back. Yeah, backwards L. Going back to the tree farm. And you want to use a crafting table, right? So, go ahead and switch into survival real quick so I can show you. Okay. So you want to take these bones, right? Go to the crafting table right here. And go to where it says this, it has like this I guess you could say like dirt, grass, stone, flower kind of tab right here. And then you want to click on this. This will give you about 3 stacks of, it's like 3 stacks of bone meal. Yeah, it gives you like 3 stacks of bone meal, which if I turn that into bone meal, you'll see right now. Well, was it 3? That's about like a stack and a half of bone meal. So what you want to do with that bone meal when you're in here is, as you're chopping down the trees, yeah, you'll get saplings, or you can take some from the chest if you want. Because you're gonna need those later once you get your field, anyways. Because you want to plant them at your place. You know, you want to keep having to run back and forth from the tree farm to your place. You want to have everything at your place, to be honest. So what you want to do, which I'm gonna show you guys real quick, is like, say if I'm punching this tree, I know I'm using my fists. You guys are probably like, why are you using your fists? You should be using an axe. I know, but I'm gonna punch this tree to death, and then I'm just gonna have to show you guys like that. So what you want to do is punch this tree. Everyone knows that. I already explained that to you. Or use your axe that you made, your wood axe. Okay. You can punch some of the leaves out. It's fine. Or whatever you want to do. Punch these out. Okay. Just to make sure you have enough room to replant it. Just in case it doesn't plant right away. And you want to do this. You want to replant it there, yes. But if you want to use the same tree again, or if there's other people that actually don't have bone meal yet, you want to replant the tree. Be you know, nice. And plant some, you know, replant the tree. You know, grow it back up if you're not going to cut it again. So that way other people can get wood too. So what you want to do is stand here. Takes a couple. Maybe a couple pieces of bone meal. And you could chop down the tree again. I know it's probably not going to be the same again or whatever if the leaves ain't done on it. And there you go. You have another tree grown here. Just like that. And you could keep going along the line, but make sure you guys replant the trees, please, because it's, you know, if there's more than like 2 new people or 3 new people joining in at the same time, you want to make sure the trees are replanted, you know, because you wouldn't like it if someone left you no trees and you just had to sit there and wait for them. If you're a new player and you don't even have bone meal because there ain't no trees planted. So just treat it as the way you want to be treated, because you wouldn't want someone to treat you like that too, and just leave the trees not planted and grown up. So yeah, so once you have plenty of wood, you know, you could take some of these samplings. There's a lot of samplings. You could take some, or you could take like half a stack or whatever. How you split the stack? You say, okay, say if there's 64 right now, and you don't want 64 saplings. You could press square or whichever button it is on Xbox, whatever, and take half. It says it right here, take half. So I took half of these. And I can keep those in my inventory. Just have them there, you know. Use them for my my house once I get enough to buy the house. I could plant some at my place and stuff like that. And then you won't even be here anymore. You'll be at your house chopping down trees and all that. So the next step you want to do, you guys, after you have all this, is you want to get a stack of which equals 64, like I said, you guys, a stack of birch logs, which equals 64, to get your home. You want to get your home as soon as you can. You want to get a bed too, so if you want to get that bed before you get your home, that's your choice. But that's what I did. After I got the bone meal. Did I get the bone meal when I first started? It's whichever way you want to do it. But I would suggest getting the bone meal first, and then so that way you could get wood faster, and you'll be able to get the stuff for your bed faster, and then the stuff for your home faster. So you want to make sure to if you get the bone meal, you'll be able to get trees faster over here in the community. Like, say, a good amount of birch logs or birch logs, that's it. You want to come over here. Mind that creeper. And by the way, you guys, these walls, creeper mob griefing is off, so don't worry about anything getting exploded or your house getting exploded, because I have mob griefing off. So if you feel like the fence is gonna get broken because there's a creeper right by you and it blows up, it ain't gonna mess up the fencing or your house. It's gonna be like a brick wall. So basically, like, say if I were to, like, oh hey creeper, and then I like hit it, or I'm not gonna hit it right now because I still need to explain a little bit more stuff to you guys. Let's say if I'm like right here and I see the creeper or whatever, I'm in survival, and it blows up right next to the fence. Don't worry about the fence getting blown up because mob griefing is off, so it won't blow up the fence or any of the signs or anything like that. So don't worry about that. That's less worry that you need to worry about, or telling me about. Anyways, you want 16 birch logs to get 10 red dye. They're like, well, Sonic, how are we gonna get the wool if we're gonna getting red dye or yeah, already red dye from the birch logs? Well, glad you asked that question because I have the answer to that. So once you have 16 birch logs, I give you 10 red dye. And you're like, well, Sonic, what am I supposed to do with these 10 red dye? I don't have wool. How am I supposed to paint? How am I supposed to get the red wool? Funny that you should ask, because there is a... Once you exit here with the red dye, I'll even tell you guys if you guys ask me, like, where do we go? Where do we go next? So you go out of this house, like, you know, I'm going to be like if I was in survival. Like if you were, you know, you were in survival. So you want to go this way. Then you want to make a right. And you notice that it says right here on the right side, wool shop, okay? Hi, creeper. Yeah, you keep blocking. I'm just trying to explain stuff. Thank you. You want to go over here to the wool shop. And spend your, you want to go in here because this is where you get your wool out. As you can see, there's only one item on the wool shop. And would you look at that? The red dye that you just bought at the flower shop. By the way, Amy Michelle suggested this idea, right, Michelle? Which would be simpler for you guys. So, and for her little shop there too, because she likes the flower shop and dye shop, you know, to get the dye out. But basically, once you're at the wool shop, you can turn that red dye, the 10 red dye that you just bought, into 3 red wool. So therefore, that you're really actually getting wool. You know, you're not spending twice, but you're not really spending twice. But the red dye that you just bought gets turned into 10 red wool. So say right here I got, where's the dye at? Where is the red dye at? Oh, here it is. Okay, so say I got 10 red dye, okay? I got 10 red dye. Can someone trade this for, does anyone here to trade it for wool? And I come over here or whatever, come out into the building and like, yes, can I help you? Yes, can I get 3 red wool? I have 10 red dye here. I'm a new player. Can I change it into, you know? And I'll say, yes, yes, you can. So I'll go in here, grab 3 wool. And then, like, say if this is you giving it to me, so you give me that, and then this is your inventory right here, and I pass you the red wool. Then you'll have 3 red wool. And again, if you guys are asking the question, well, what do I do with the red wool? You want to go back to the you know, the wood area. Because there's a crafting table right here. This is the only area that's open, by the way, right now for anyway. But if there was another area, I'd say just go to any of these tree farm areas because they have a crafting table. But yeah, just go back in here where the tree farm's at. Not that far away. Believe me, that was a farther walk over there than it was over here because it's closer to the thing. So you come back from the wool shop, come down the path, make an L shape, obviously, regular L shape. Go back to the tree farm area. Use this crafting table. And then you want to have birch logs, which I'm going to get some right now just for example. Because, you know, I just want to explain some stuff to you guys. And you want to get 3 birch logs, okay? You have 3 birch logs. And you will have... Where is the wool add-on? Whenever I can find the wool, just give me a minute. No, that's infinite stuff. Where is the wool? But I swore there was wool in here. Hold on. Where is the wool? The wool. Forget it. I'll just search it. I ain't got time for this. Aha, there it is. There you are, wood. So you want to have 3 red wool, 3 birch planks. This is how it works in the regular survival too. You need 3 of whatever color wool and 3 planks of whatever type. Doesn't matter what type or wood to count. So I'm gonna go back into survival again to show you guys this. That way you guys get a little bit of an idea how to make a bed if you're new to Minecraft. Anyways, so you want to go back to here. And you want to make a bed. So it'll pop up either in the search area or... You see this little bed icon? Yes, if you go right here, it shows you... you know, where the beds and all that. And it also shows you the bed right here. So there you go. Don't accidentally make something else, but you know, there's the bed right there. So the recipe says 3 red wool, 3 planks of any type, you know. Yeah, so you make the bed. So you click on this, you press X, craft, you know, and then it'll make your bed. Like that. There you go. Just like that. And then there you go. You just place it down. If you still don't have a place, you know, just place it down real quick. I'll just place the same thing down real quick, or I'll go to my plot, you know, my house area, and sleep in my bed real quick, so that way you guys don't die. Unless you guys like staying up all night, which... You guys like staying up all night, then very much, but I should warn you about the phantoms. They don't like it when you stay up too late, so, right, Amy Michelle? So if you want to stay up 3 nights and deal with the phantoms, that's not gonna be me, because I'll be sound asleep. So Amy Michelle Gaming, right? So yeah, there you go. You have your bed. You'll have whatever tools you have. You have your bone meal. Well, this would be mine's, but, you know, because, you know, I got it from you. But, yeah, you'll have your bed, you'll have whatever tools you have right here. And you guys are probably like, Sonic, where do we get food at, since you have a fence around the place? Right? I'll tell you where to get it at. Remember that food court that I just said earlier? That you need to have... We were trying to make level 2. Well, would you look at this? They actually have food, so I'm just gonna go over there right now. Oh, look, food court. Oh, look at that. It's right convenient next to all the other buildings. So what you want to do is you want to go in here and see... Whoa, food menu. Items. 10 birch logs for 32 apples. Wow. That's pretty cheap, Sonic. 10 birch logs for 32 apples? Yep. Yes it is. So if you get 10 birch logs, I could give you 32 apples, which is half a stack, by the way, for anyone wondering. So if you guys are low on hunger, or you guys are like, oh, I'm hungry, where's the food at? You guys want to go to the food court. It's right next to the housing area, which is kind of convenient if you guys need food. Right there. Well, yeah. If you guys need food, just head into this building. Say, I'm at the food court. Can you give me some apples, please? I'll be like, okay. 10 birch logs, please, for go back into creative real quick. 10 birch logs into 32 apples, and you'll have some food with you. Less is a pretty good amount of time, because, you know, we need to do a lot of work anyways, so, and obviously monsters and all that always pop around. But yeah, that's the food court area right there. So remember, 32 apples for 10 birch logs. That's probably like maybe like a tree and a half, maybe 2 trees, just to get 10 wood. Depends on how big the tree is, you guys. So So if you guys need food, food court is right next to the where everyone's home's at over there. And like I said, you guys, if you guys are wondering, well, now how do we get the home area? Well, if you get one stack of birch logs, because this is was your whole goal in the beginning, to get a home area, so that way you can build your own stuff or build your home. You want to come over here. The prices are on the sign if there's any houses available. I'm hoping that we could get the next area unlocked, but no one hasn't donated to these 2 boxes yet, so there might be a limit on houses, to be honest. Unless me and Amy and Michelle go to the next area, then there'll be 2 areas, and then me and Ninja, then there'll be more. The whole area will be empty for you, you know, if we all move to the next 10 by 10 area. But yeah, if you look at the signs on whichever ones that are available, it says for sale, cost 1 stack of birch logs. I don't have to go through all the signs because they all say there's one. All the ones that are available, you could tell because there's nothing on there, and you could just go inside of it and look at. It's like if you were looking at a home, you know, you could go inside and be like, oh well, this looks like a good spot. You know, I'll get this. It's next to 2 neighbors. Okay, yeah, I like this one. Or if you want to be like by the end of the thing, you're like, oh well, yeah, I like this one. Yeah, I'll take this one. I like being on the edge of danger. Yeah, I call these ones like the edge of danger because they're like right on the edge, the corner homes, right? These are like the corner homes right here. So are these ones. Well, somewhat. I like being like right here in the middle. That's just my preferred my option right there. But yeah, you get that. You give me stack of birch logs, me give you key. And I don't know if you noticed, but if you're not on when I'm on right now, as you can see, I'm not playing survival right now, so I have bedrock right there. Consider like a bedrock security. So say if someone wanted to go in your place, they can't because it's a bedrock right there, and the only way they would be able to if they broke the side of the thing, or you know, try to jump over your place. But you know, by the time they do that, I'd probably find them and be like, hey, you're not supposed to be in there. You read the rules. You should understand. No, you should know. If you got bypassed my security, you should know already that I don't play around, and you guys should know the rules because I just put them up there. I wouldn't have took the time to put the rules up in the spawn if I didn't think you guys weren't going to follow it, and I wouldn't have gave you permissions. Right? Okay. Just follow the rules, that's all. But anyways, last thing. 64 birch logs. You want to have 64 birch logs, which is a stack, so if I press triangle. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one, sorry. Not that one. Later. Not the strip logs. Birch logs. Wrong one. Okay. So you wanted to have 64 birch logs, which is right here. But like I said, if you get the bone meal, you'll be able to get 64 birch logs right away. If you don't have the bone meal, it's going to take you a while to get the birch logs because you're going to have me there just bone milling them up for you. You want to be more independent, so make sure you have the bones to make into bone meal. And then you'll be able to make birch logs faster. So you give me the 64 birch logs, right? I put that in the community chest, okay? This is like stuff that I put in the community chest already. Okay, so, and then I take down your sign, and if whatever username you have, that's the one I put. Unless you're like a exception, like Ninja Killer. And I actually put his Ninja Killer because he had like different accounts. And he said he wanted his name Ninja Killer on his house, so I did that. Yeah. Anyways, besides that, one account, whatever your name is, could be whatever name you probably put on there, or I'll put it on your thing because whatever your name is, I want to make sure that when you spawn in with your name, I know that that's you, and I'll know because you probably save your spawn point at your place. So, for example, say, you know, you bought this. I know I'm probably going to leave the for sale thing on there because obviously it's not. You place down your bed, you know, place down your bed, blah, blah, blah. Probably like Sonic. Well, I have the birch, you know, I have the birch saplings. What do? I have these, you know, I have like birch saplings. What do? I can't plant this on bedrock. You didn't give me in grass. Technically, if you've read closely in the spawn area, I told you exactly where to get the sand and dirt at. And the signs say in the spawn that they could be located by the map billboard. What's the only thing that looks like a billboard in this map? Think about that. What's the only thing that looks like a billboard? You may have seen it. You may have seen me pass it multiple times. It's right here. So, by the way, I have a trash can just in case if you guys get too many slime balls right here. Just trash can, just make sure you crouch over it, or if you're brave enough, just stand right here and throw in stuff in there. That's a trash can. Make sure you close it back up too. But anyways, it's right where the trash, this is the billboard right here. And if you come towards this way, say if you're just looking straight, it says free sand and dirt area. Free sand and dirt area. Then you turn around. By the time you turn around, you'd be like, sand, dirt, cool. And then you get into this chest. See, someone took a couple, you know, just take a stack. You want to save some dirt for other people too. You could just take a stack of dirt or grass, whatever you want. I put some grass blocks just in case, you know, anyone wants to build up higher with dirt or whatever. But yeah, and there's free sand. So if you guys get dirt, like say you guys get the stack of dirt, right? I'm just gonna grab some out of the creative to, you know, make an example. But let's grab one. So like say you have, say you'd be like, okay, well I want to plant mines right here. Okay, and then you put the trees right there. Okay. If you don't want to wait for them to grow, what do you use? Bone meal. And you just do that like that, you know. Bone meal it up. It might get caught on someone's house, but you know that's basically in your order. At least the wood is, so just chop down the tree all the ways. Let the leaves fall, collect the saplings, and just repeat that process. Oh. And just like that, you have yourself your own birch farm, and you don't even have to go all the way to the birch area anymore. You can just do it right here at your own house. So yeah, you have your name right here or whatever. If you guys do build up, you know, I try to put the sign on your building where your door is at. Kind of used every single space in our place. So. Anyways. So, you're probably wondering, well, now did I unlock the mining area? Yes, you did. It's like I said, you get your own house place, you unlock the mining area. Like, say you're living here, okay. I know no one doesn't live here, but say if you're living here, right? Okay. I got me some stone, some wood pickaxes. So, I'm just gonna go out to the mine. So you go all the way straight this way. Straight down. And then to the right, to the left. Yes, I know people make songs like that. And then you'd be like, level 1 house required. Yes, I do. I actually do have a block. So now, go in here. I know someone's already mined in here. You could go in there and mine cobblestone. So now you have both materials to donate. Right here and right here, or whichever building you prefer, you want to upgrade more. That's kind of the basic part. Um, Now it's time for the fun part where I show you the other buildings. So all the buildings that you know about is these ones, that one, the one back here, that one, the meeting room, because I told you that anything that goes in the meeting room is in the meeting room. So you know about this building, this building, this building, this building, the log, spawn point, the billboard, and you guys don't know nothing about these buildings yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do these last 4 buildings that you guys don't know about yet. Well, kind of know about it, but I never came that close to them yet. So let's go ahead and start in this building. You're probably like, oh, what's this building? Enchantment shop? What? You're gonna give us enchantment books already this early? Yeah, but there's a catch. There's only 1 book for sale, and one book and like anvil and enchantment bottles. Bottle of enchantment. So there's 3 items in this shop. 1 anvil costs 16 birch logs. Lasts pretty good amount too. 1 unbreaking 1 book. I forgot to change that to book. I'll just put it right here. You know, I'm explaining it to you guys. Sorry. My mistake. Forgot to put that on the thing. So 1 unbreaking 1 book for 32 cobblestone. 1 anvil for 16 birch. 16 bottles of enchantment. You guys already know what the bottles of enchantments are. These are bottles of enchantment for your experience bar, because you're gonna need it if you're gonna have an anvil. So you guys wanna stock up on bottles of enchantment, you can. So 16 bottles of enchantment for 1 stack cobblestone. 1 anvil for 16 birch logs. 1 unbreaking 1 book for 32 cobblestone. So you're probably like, well, can't we enchant our pickaxes and stuff? Yes, you can. You earned it. I doubt you want to enchant a wood pickaxe or a wood sword. So, yeah, if you want to enchant your stone sword or your stone pickaxe or your stone axe, you could do it here, because we have them breaking 1 at least for now. Like I said, as the shops upgrade, you'll get more options, and then sometimes there'll be like a bundle deal later on where it's like, well, any unbreaking book for whatever supply, or it'll be discounted, or whatever the case is for cobblestone or whichever material we choose to use for that one. Or it'll be discounted more. Like say how this one is like 32 cobblestone. Say if we upgrade it and then it's like 16 cobblestone, or whichever, whatever the case is. The lowest the price is probably gonna go is like 16, maybe 10, but we'll see. That's why we have a meeting room to discuss the price. If you guys don't have anything to discuss with me, feel free to use the meeting room and be like, hey, can we talk in the meeting room? Because I want to talk to you guys about stuff. That's the whole point of the meeting room. Talk about like the prices, and if you think like, yeah, their prices are pretty decent, then I shouldn't really need to lower them any more than they need to be, really, because if I lower them too low, then it's too easy to get the stuff. If I put them too high, it's too hard to get them, but it kind of makes sense, especially like where the bottles of enchantment, like 1 stack of cobblestone, you're gonna be getting cobblestone a lot, especially if you get the unbreaking 1 book. You're gonna be getting cobblestone a lot faster, so that price is really gonna be nothing later on. That's why I make the prices a little bit high, but not too high, because I want to make sure you guys help with the upgrades. That's the only reason why sometimes the prices could be high, so that way we could get like the buildings and stuff upgraded, and there could be more stuff. And once I'm done explaining to you guys these last buildings, I'm gonna explain to you guys like the bonus stuff that could come with the map when it gets fully upgraded, which are some kind of ideas and stuff like that. Besides like the nether shop and all that I did put on the board for right now, but I'm like, those are just like some random ideas that I basically put for example. But if you guys do want the nether shop and the end shop, let me know. Or I could put those like, well, I'll tell you the other thing later. Anyways, so that's the enchantment shop right there. So you guys are probably wondering, well, what are these other 3 buildings that we don't know about? Well, let me explain. This one, kind of figured I'd make a PvP area to settle disputes. And yes, keep inventory is off, so don't really need to put a warning because I put one on that one over there, which I'll explain later. But if you guys have a dispute or whatever, you guys want to practice PvP fighting and stuff like that, that's your choice, whichever player you want to play. Don't go in here unless you don't, unless you want to lose items that you don't have or have. But it's a good practice arena. Like, say if you guys just want to punch each other, or like be like, oh well, I don't want to lose any of my stuff. Let's just punch each other in there, and or whatever you guys want to do. That's like a PvP area. Only in there you could PvP and stuff like that. Yeah, I know some people accidentally hit people on the map, but that's just how it is sometimes. Accidentally hit people, hit each other accidentally in maps all the time, so I'm not really that worried about it. As long as I don't see no death messages besides in the PvP area, because I'll know. I will know. Because if I check the PvP area and there ain't no one in there and someone actually died, yeah, you're in trouble. Because that's not the PvP zone. This building, I'll probably explain later. Let's do this building. Forgot to put the bedrock on here. Okay. Now, this is a little different. You're like, Sonic, how are these a little different than your other tower ones? Because it's not a tower. It's kind of the same thing as that. These are both 20 by 20, by the way. That one's 20 by 20. This one's 20 by 20. Most of the other buildings are like, this one's 20 by 20, 20 by 20, 20 by 20, and this is 10 by 10. Or 20. Yeah, I think that's 20 by 20, 10 by 10. 10 by 10, 10 by 10. But anyways, besides getting backtracked, you guys. This area right here, I did put a warning. If you lose all your items. Sign Mr. and Mrs. Boss. Like, who's Mr. and Mrs. Boss? Well, I'm glad you asked. One is Amy Michelle Gaming, and the other one is Sonic Danny Gaming, which you should know because you watch his channel all the time. Or at least you guys try to. Whenever I'm live. But anyways, you guys are probably wondering, well, who are we facing first? Are we facing Mr. Boss first, or are we facing Mrs. Boss first? I'm glad you asked. We're facing Mrs. Boss first. So, this, and it does have a win streak over here, so I did test it out with Amy Michelle. Yeah, she doesn't like losing that much, so if you guys could get her 10 times, that would help with this over here. I did make custom swords, so you need to make sure this drops from the boss. If she does use up the whole sword, you won't get it when it drops. Gotta make sure you knock out the boss before they use up the whole stone sword thing. No. because it's zombies, you guys, they do drop armor. So if you can manage to get out of there with the armor, it's yours. I tried to. Let's just say me Michelle didn't like that very well, or Mrs. Boss didn't like that very much. And yes, we do have custom different skins for that. I could show you them real quick, but let me finish explaining to you guys the mob wave thing, or mob and boss arena. It was supposed to be a wave thing, but I just put it over here. It's basically wave 1, so you're paying for wave 1. So wave 1 is 20 zombies, and this is boss, stone sword, no armor. So basically we follow that. So, and I told Michelle the whole gist about the whole dying thing, like say if she's like at level 20, she gets her levels back. So the only one that loses levels is you if you lose, because you know that's how it goes. You lose to the boss, you lose your experience and the items that you got in the arena. So don't go in there with a lot of stuff if you're gonna lose. I just put it in that extra thing because I was testing it out. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of easy, especially, you know, if you're not gonna spend a lot. But like I said, any donations help. So even if you want to do this, it goes in the community store. So anything you do goes into the community, the meeting room storage, and then I use that later on to upgrade buildings. So none of your stuff's going to waste, besides if you die in the PvP. Besides if you die in the PvP arena or this area right here. That's why you go at your own risk, but I did warn you. This is basically where disputes are, whatever. You wanna argue and stuff, be like, I'll throw you both into the PvP arena. And right now, because the PvP arena is level 1, this is what it has. It has cobwebs. That goes down 2 blocks, by the way. 2 blocks. So by the time you get stuck in there, you're going to be down where the dirt's at. You ain't going to be able to get help. Yeah, it goes down 2 blocks, so. Don't want to get stuck there, or else, yeah, you're going to lose. Anyways. So you want to make sure you're prepared for this. So if you're not prepared for this, I can't really help you. So the reward is 16 enchantment bottles and a full thing of leather armor. That's because this is a level 1 wave. So obviously level 1 wave would only have a little bit of stuff. So you want to make sure. Take out this set of armor. I don't need that much armor. Take out this set of armor. I forgot to put the enchantment bottles in there. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me, guys. Put the enchantment bottle in here real quick. Enchantment bottles, enchantment bottles, enchantment bottles. Where is the enchantment? There it is. Haha, I found you. Alright, I'm back, you guys. It just took me a minute to put the enchantment bottles in there, but I'm back now. explain to you the rest. As you guys could see when I was doing that, I was basically putting some enchantment bottles in there because I forgot to put those. But there's some two sets of leather armor in there as a reward. So, anyways, that's basically the reward if you could beat Mrs. Boss. Your cost will be put into the upgrades. So, yeah. Eventually, you know, like say if there ain't no more cobblestone upgrades, I'll probably go that would probably go away and move to the next material. And probably switch that to like wave 2 or whatever later on. But as far as I could see, I'm probably gonna leave this just like, you know, for memory costs, memory thing, and especially if you guys just want to do it again. And if you guys, I'm just gonna leave this, so that's what I'm basically gonna do, because I could still convert like the cobblestone and the birch logs later on if you guys still want to play wave 1 into like the different material too. Because, you know, like I said, nothing doesn't go to waste here on my server, so everything is recycled and used for upgrades. Yeah. That is the mob boss arena. So first, like I said, how it's labeled, that's how it gets turned into. So wave 1 is gonna be the 20 zombies before the boss. So that's how it's gonna be. 20 zombies, and then the boss is gonna come down from creative and put down go into survival. Just give her a minute to go into survival, you guys. Be nice. And then if you need to recover from food, well, you might want to let her know before that, because she can sometime hit without knowing that you're low on health. At least I figured that. But you want to come prepared anyway, so just make sure you come prepared. Yep. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much here what the mob boss arena is. Yes, mob boss arena. That's why it says mob and boss. So you're doing the mobs first, and then you're doing the boss. Later on, I'm probably gonna have to come in here and play too. Anyways, like I said, I was gonna show you guys the skins that we're gonna be in. Switch, there we go. So here I am, Sonic. Yeah, okay. So the skins that we're gonna be using for the boss, I might as well show you ahead of time. Okay, change that real quick so that I can show you guys. So we're going to go down. Where is it at? Where is that? Okay. Oh. Okay, that's ours right there. But this is the Golden Gamer ones, and this is what we're gonna be. I'm gonna be this one with the mask, of course. That's gonna be me. Or maybe this one. Thinking of maybe that one. Maybe. And then Amy Michelle's gonna be that one right there. Yeah, I think this one and that one would make a good one. But I like the crown one, so I'm probably gonna be the one with the crown. Because Amy Michelle's with the crown, so we're gonna be both the crown boss right here. This is Amy Michelle Gaming's, and this is gonna be, that's Mrs. Boss right there, and then I'm Mr. Boss right there. So that's gonna be ours right there for the mob boss arena. But yeah, if you guys didn't see that, Make sure to rewind the video. But yeah, that's pretty much all the areas explained in this video. I showed you guys a little bit of gameplay to kind of get the gist of everything. But there is one more area I did not talk about, and this is just basically the boat race area. There's some ocelots here, but it's a boat race. They like having fun too. They're just like little fans. They will hop in your boats, so just make sure you punch the boat. This is free at cost. It's just a little fun area. As you can see, it needs upgrades too, so it's only level 1. This ain't really required for any of the other buildings, so it won't be really affect progress in the Tycoon. This is just like a bonus building, a little fun area right here. And that's pretty much it. That's why I saved this one for last, because there was pretty much nothing really to explain, because this is free at cost and you could go whenever you want. You just climb up these stairs. Just climb up these stairs. Just there's water on the bottom, just in case if you slip. Fall in the water right there. Starting line's right here, and is way on the bottom, of course, because it's a boat race. Get in one of these boats, you can wait for your friends. Just make sure you put the boats back, unless you want to keep it, but like I always put the boats back. But if you want to help me out and just bring the boats back up here, it's your choice. But if I see a boat missing, I could just put it back there. I don't know what you would use the boat for, unless you happen to be at the max level and have a special thing unlocked. Okay, which I'm gonna talk about for the last little bit here, you guys. So, you're probably wondering, well, what's the special thing, Sonic, that you've been waiting to tell us? Well, in this map, we're going to have a VIP area. Like, VIP area? What do you mean? That means if you get through the whole Tycoon, you'll have access to the VIP area, which you could trade with all the villagers. Yeah, that's probably why you haven't seen any villagers or water sources that you could get fish from, or fishing rods. Basically, that's all gonna be in the VIP area, you guys. You could purchase armor, you could get books, you could get the villagers and all that stuff. There'll probably be some like books that you could purchase at the enchantment shop, and like pre-enchanted books. No regular books, because that's going to be in the VIP area, and that's going to be later on, you guys. But we have to upgrade these buildings, or else we're never going to get there. I'll even remember because I did a video on this, so I will know that I was planning on making a VIP area, so I won't forget. So yeah, VIP area, you guys. If we get this stuff upgraded to max level, well, besides that doesn't really count, but like all these other buildings, PvP area, Mob Boss Arena, all these other buildings that are ruined, Tree Farm, any of the buildings that I told you, besides, you know, like the billboard area and the spawn point, obviously. Then we'll get a VIP area where everyone could fish, everyone could just hang out and spend all their riches and diamonds and stuff there. Or whatever the cost for emeralds from villages is gonna be. The villagers is gonna be. You'll be able to do it. So yeah, that's gonna be something that I usually never even thought of adding to my server, but I thought of it, and I gave it a little bit of thought, and I'm gonna do it. So if we could get this world, and it is a permanent world, I'm gonna be doing in creative. So it's gonna be pretty big. And if you guys put any ideas in the meeting room, I could add those to, like, for example, the Nether shop, or even if it's an ancient monument, or whatever shops you guys think of, or things you want to add, or fun things you want to add, I could add. Just let me know. And of course, they're going to cost material to upgrade them, because everything in here costs things to upgrade it. So this water boat race is like the first mini game. Kind of the only thing that's fun around here if you need a little break from anything in here. But as that upgrades, it gets taller and taller and taller, and I have to take more time to build it up. It takes a while. I know, because I had to do that when I first started playing. Yeah. But I'm planning on finishing this. That's why I put a box around it, so that way I know the limit of where I could put the water at. This is just the limit of where I put the water at. You see how it matches up with the brick right here? That's where the water level's at, basically. But yeah, if you guys want to join in my server, let me know. Like I said, Sonic Danny 777. Let me know if you're interested in the server. I will try to come on as much as I can, but also, you know, I'm human too, and you know, sometimes I want to do other games. So if I do forget, just let me know. But I am trying to work on this server by myself, but it is hard without my other friends on, like Amy Michelle Gaming, or Gamer Dragon, or Ninja, and you know, if your guys are on and you guys are at the last 4 plots over there, it would be nice to help out. I would be very grateful if you guys could donate to your time and donate to any of the ruined buildings here to bring it back to their former glory, which they were, which were for a lot of items and stuff like that. But like always, that's gonna pretty much wrap up this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like always, I'm Sonic Danny 777. This is Sonic Danny Gaming. I hope to see you in this new survival tycoon city here on my channel. Until next time, in Minecraft. Until next time, you guys. Peace out.